Hey everybody, and I am back. It's your good guy here, Prince Onyx, and let's go ahead and let's get the topic and discussion started off with what happened last night. Now, I was on Yahoo Music, and I was streaming the Eephus tour by Janelle Monáe and the Wondaland artists. And when I tell you, it was amazing. I wish I see. The thing is, because the concerts were 21 and up, and so when I had went, because I didn't know that, when I had went to wait in line or whatever, I had got rejected, unfortunately. So it is what it is. I was a little bit sad, but I got over it because it was like, well, I still have the EP on my iPod, so it is what it is. So yeah. But anyway, last night's concert was in Portland, Oregon, I believe. And no, Portland. Wait, where the hell was it? It was somewhere, y'all. It was somewhere. Give me a minute. No, it was in Portland, but what's the state again? Oh, well, listen, it was in Portland, so there, just have that. You can have that. Anyway, it was in Portland, and it was just wow. It was amazing. Like, it was amazing. First up, it was Roman John Arthur. He performed a song. They performed songs that were on the EP, the Eephus EP, but they also performed songs that are not on the Eephus EP. But these are songs that they recorded because they recorded like so many songs. They had to choose. Each artist had to choose one song from their catalog to put on the Eephus EP. So, yeah, I mean, the songs were just so awesome. Like, I really wish they would have like made like parts. Like, here's part one of the Eephus, here's part two, part three. I really wish they would have like released it in parts, like a series almost. But it is what it is. So yeah, it was just, oh man, it was just really, really good. Like it. Listen, Janelle Monáe will always be one of my favorite artists because she puts on a show. Unlike other artists, because I've only really seen her and of course Azealia. Anyway, I've only seen her, Azealia, Trey Songz and Usher and Miguel. Who else? OMG Girls, Mindless Behavior. Who else? Who else have I seen? Oh yeah, Diggy, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. I've only seen those artists perform, but out of all of them, Janelle Monáe puts on a show that you fall in love with it. Like if you aren't a fan of her music just yet, but when you go to a concert, whether it's with a friend who is a big fan, you will fall in love with her music and you will understand why your friend loves her so much. And it's just, she was amazing. But yeah, Roman, his song with Janelle is called Let's Get Crazy. That was good. Hold on, wait, I actually have the playlist. I took a screenshot of somebody who uploaded. I took a screenshot from somebody who uploaded it. Hold on. Come on. All right. So yeah. So it was So yeah, Roman John Arthur went up first. Then Deep Cotton went up, and they performed the smash hit single "We're Far Enough from Heaven. Now We Can Freak Out," which was, seeing it live, it was amazing. Like, those two along with Roman, the three of them are like the rock stars of Wonderland. And also, a little fact that a lot of people don't know is that Nate from Deep Cotton, he's the one with the locks. Him and Roman are actually brothers, biological brothers. And I could actually tell too, like, once I started seeing their faces up close, like when they were performing, like they both, like, their face is kind of structured the same, almost like they have the same eyes, nose, and lips. So it's like, you can tell that they're related. So yeah, then they performed their song, which is going to be the next single off the EP, called "Let's Get Caught," which was featuring Jadena. Then after that, Jadena came up and he performed two songs, Knickers and which is spelled Knickers. So nobody gets confused and think I said the N word with the ER at the end of it. No. And then he performed "Long Live the Chief." Then he performed a song. No, wait, did he perform? No, yeah, he performed "Long Live the Chief," and then he introduced Saint Beauty because I believe they came out and performed the next song. They performed "Confetti," then they performed "Going Nowhere," which is "Going Nowhere" is the song off the EP. Then they performed "Breaking Me Down," and then "Strong Enough." Then Janelle came out and she killed it. Of course, it's like I feel like everybody was sort of a build up to Janelle because she just pretty much like the energy was already at a 10 when Janelle came out, brought it to a 20. Better yet, brought it to a 30. So she came out and performed Queen, then she performed Electric Lady, and it had a little bit of it was like the G Thing remix because Jadena had came out and like did a freestyle verse, really not so much a freestyle, but a remix verse of Snoop Dogg's verse from Nothing But a G Thing. So he did his version of that, talking about him and Janelle in Wondaland. So he did a version of that during Electric Lady, and then let's see. And then I think, yeah, and then Saint Beauty came back out along with Roman, I believe. Because, no, yeah, Saint Beauty came back out with Roman and they performed Mood, Thunder, and Lightning. Then they performed A Mirror Clones. Then Deep Cotton came back out and performed Runaway Radio. And then Roman came back out and performed Like an Egg, a King. Then, Janelle came back out and performed Tightrope. And it's like when you watch Janelle perform Tightrope live, it's like seeing the female version of James Brown and Michael Jackson fused together. Like she just brings that energy. Like it's just so indescribable. She brings that energy to where it's just like you feel it. You get emotional and you feel it. Like, oh man, I swear, you have to go see her live at least, once in your lifetime. And then she performed Yoga, which is on the EP as well. And then Jadena came out and performed Some Kind of Way. It was like the instrumental for the song. It was very reminiscent of like African drums and just African music, and just because he is he is Nigerian, so it was very reminiscent of the African drums and movements, and it felt like something from The Lion King. If I had to compare the song, it felt like something from The Lion King. If it were like if they like with this new Lion King movie coming out, I feel like the song Some Kind of Way would be perfect for the soundtrack. It would be an instant classic. Then he performed, of course, speaking of classic, he performed his song Classic Man, which was the first single. No, yeah, it was the first single off the EP, off the Eephus EP, and he killed that. And then all of the Wondaland artists and the backup singers and people, the bands and stuff, they had united at the end, and they performed the song Hell You Talking About, which is a song that's dedicated to the lives that have been lost due to police brutality. And it was just it was such an amazing show. It just, wow, it feels like I'm reliving it right now. Like, excuse me, it's such an honor to see artists like them who are not afraid to speak up about the times and what's going on, and who are actually somewhat of they're somewhat of civil rights leaders when it comes to the music department, because it's like their music is just it's so different, and it's just so captivating. It fills you with such energy. It just gets you so pumped, and oh man. Oof. Ooh. For real, y'all. It's such an honor to see Janelle do her thing. It's such an honor. And I'm so glad that I got to, thanks to a good friend of mine who told me about the concert being streamed on Yahoo. It is such an honor to have seen that last night. It made my night. I cannot wait. What I will say is this: I cannot wait until everybody else's albums come out. I had asked in the group page, because I'm a part of the Janelle Monáe fan group page on Facebook. I had asked them, what do people think the album lineup will be for Wondaland now that the EP is out? And let me just pull that up, because one person had he gave his opinion on what he thinks the order will be, and I really liked it too. Oh wait, did two people? No, it was just this one person. Yeah, it was just one person. I mean, I have other people who commented on here, but it was this one person who actually sort of like, who really, not even sort of, he answered my question. So he was saying that his guess is that the album lineup for Wondaland is going to be Jadena, then Roman John Arthur, Saint Beauty, Deep Cotton, and then Janelle. I think, however, that like in my mind, I think it'll be Janelle first, and then Jadena, and then I feel like either Deep Cotton or Saint Beauty, then Roman. But then those three artists, you know, because Deep Cotton and Saint Beauty, those are duo groups, and Roman is a solo artist. So I feel like those three are sort of like interchangeable. So like if the album order goes by my calculation, you know, Janelle and then Jadena, and then works its way down, it could be Janelle, Jadena, then Roman, then Deep Cotton, and then Saint Beauty. So, you know, because pretty much like in an interview with The Breakfast Club and with Hot 97, I think Janelle was saying that pretty much, you know, all of their albums are almost complete, because while recording for the EP, the Eephus, they practically recorded for their albums as well. So their albums are pretty good. So, you know, oh, speaking of albums, so before Janelle had performed Yoga, she explained to the audience what 3 lines from the song mean. The one about, you know, you cannot police me, so get off my areola, basically saying that you cannot control me, I won't be controlled, and you know, you can't control my art and who I am as a woman, and da 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 da. And then she said this one part, she explained the line about, you know, stretching out my cash, got my money doing yoga. She basically, with the little money that she gets, you know, of course there's money for herself, but the other money, the rest of the money goes towards the artists, you know, her artists on her label, and pushing their projects out. So the little money that does come her way, you know, of course there's for herself, but there's also for the other artists as well. And then what was the other one? Damn, it was you cannot police me, so get off my areola, stretching out my cash, got my money doing yoga. Then I forgot what the third one was, but I remember those two distinctly because anyway, about what? Anyway, so yeah, I remember those two distinctly because they stood out to me the most. But oh my God, it was just, oof. Listen, that concert gave me life. I mean, this is the second concert that I've streamed on not YouTube. Ooh, Lord, wrong people. This is the second concert that I've streamed on Yahoo. The first was Sierra's tour, the whole Jackie tour. That was amazing too. I'm telling you, like, I go up for certain artists, you know, and it's kind of funny because I made this running joke with me and one of my friends. I go up for the quote unquote flops, if you will, and I'm not, you know, I'm not even talking about Janelle and them, because they're not flops. But it's like, you know, when people say stuff like Sierra is a flop, or K Michelle, or Keisha Cole, or, you know, certain artists I go up for because it seems like, you know, if nobody else is gonna go up for them, I'm gonna go up for them. I'll be your #1 fan. I don't need to start no damn fan club because we not in the 90s no more. But anyway, no shade. You know, it's just, I go up for the underdog, if you will. Now, let's go back to Janelle and the others. So yeah, her concert, you know, the Eephus tour, wow. I just wow. Like, man, oh man. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. So yeah, that's pretty much my review on the Eephus tour last night from Yahoo Music. It was so amazing. I loved it. Loved every minute, every second, every moment of it. Whew. And that's that. So I will see you guys later. Peace. Bye.